I guess that the question is like, how do you view this as a protocol, not like a product? And like, how do you
Yeah.
think about the things around this? I guess again, like the easiest, best analogy I can come up with is like, look at Ethereum itself and almost just treat BitClout and what you see as the front end as like the simple version of it. And it's
Mm.
basically, it's just the being able to buy BitClout, being able to send BitClout, and now being able to send creator tokens, which is a kind of a cool recent thing they added. Um, Everything else around that and everything you can do for that is basically up for grabs. Like, what's a good example? There's a team I won't name who's building automation tools around this. And so, could you actually automate based on certain signals or things or data pulled inside triggers of either events or sends or sells or buys, or couldn't you basically create like a trading bots like around this thing? Again, it's a super simple conception of it. It's kind of close to like what we know and all that, but you could build a whole company and a whole product, a whole kind of experience around like literally like just that alone. And that's like one of the more obvious, closer things like tied to it. Just try to extend that like as far as like you can think through, and like
Yeah.
you can do like weird stuff like in theory, like why shouldn't you be able to take a creator token and collateralize it just like you would an NFT or a DeFi asset? Why aren't you allowed to do staking on top of this? Why aren't
Yeah.
you allowed to do I mean, in theory, you can do like sort of yield type related things in this. Just treat these again. These are just assets with values attached to them. So like, why can't you use them into other products as well? Again, from this perspective, it is ridiculously early. Like I've
Yeah.
seen
Makes sense.
very few people or projects around this, but like all this is potentially possible. Again, I think from this point, the BitClout team would actually have to open source everything. This would have to be listed on exchanges. Like people would need to actually audit everything internally and see it to like really trust it. But
Yep.
if we can get up until that point, man, there's a bunch of really cool stuff you could build with this.